What's happening this week in Warcraft? Hey, it's Soul, and you can help support the channel by liking this video, subscribing for more WoW coverage, and catch me live where I'm streaming. If you're watching this early enough, there's only one day left until reset, when the Winds of Mysterious Fortune event and classic time walking ends. It's a really good time for some easy leveling, and in case you transmog collectors missed it, the special bags that randomly drop award the same set as what we saw from the Codex of Chromie scenario during the Warcraft 20th anniversary, making this your last chance to complete your collections before it's available again, somehow and some way. This week marks the opening of Horrific Visions, a whimsical, wonderful journey through Stormwind and Orgrimmar, speedrunning through bad guys and traps for gear and goodies and glamour, or transmog, you know? I'm going to produce a practical guide in a few days, taking you through each section with tips and what to look out for. I'll be doing it real time during the stream, so that'll be fun. Today at least, I want to get you through the overview of what to expect. When it opens, and that seems to be right on reset, you can progress to a staging area just south of the Coreway. That's the big hole in Dornogal leading down to the Ringing Deeps. Here you'll get the skinny on what you'll be doing while sitting at the hub, and it'll eventually lead you to running your very first division, whether it's Orgrimmar or Stormwind. You'll be on your way to activating an optional companion and obtaining corruption enchant effects. All that's going to be pretty self-explanatory and explained via questline. As for the gameplay itself, Horrific Visions are a roguelite hybrid game within the confines of WoW. I like to think of them as kind of like delves with a sense of urgency, and like delves you can venture alone, with a group, or with the NPC partner. You're meant to progress as far as you can before you're killed or you're drained of sanity. That's the bar in the middle of your screen that slowly drains away and can also be directly attacked when hit with special enemy abilities. Progress is measured by how many bosses you can defeat, including the main boss, either Thrall or Olaria, before you're kicked out. As you play, you'll discover two ways of developing your character beyond just gear, so you can progress further and later unlock higher difficulties. Part of the question will introduce you to this talent tree you can power up by farming resources inside Visions. These power-ups will increase your sanity cap and reduce sanity damage taken, increase your throughput, and so on and so forth. During this first week, you might be limited to powering yourself up only a few times, then you gotta wait till next week to go up further. It kinda sucks, it's time gating, I know, but you'll also only have access to one of the two maps this week anyway. The second way to progress is kind of passive, kind of active. You'll reach milestones, which are tracked in the staging area. By defeating mobs, elites, bosses, and finding treasures, you'll gain additional perks to increase damage, regain sanity, and more. So if you have the time this week, you can just keep sliming Visions until you max out some of these perks, even if you're failing each time, but you might as well practice. The hands-on experience is worth it. The perks and corruption effects you unlock via vendor are shared account-wide, as are the available currencies, but I'll cover the significance of that next week. One thing to point out from testing earlier, unlike delves, Visions do count towards the instance lockout, so if you happen to run into it while this is live, make a lot of noise on forums and social media and whatever. I'll be right there with the other 4 of you who love doing Visions. For those of you who want to feel good getting everything done, especially because you're a hardened veteran from Visions back in the day, listen up. Your objective is to first clear all 5 bosses on the map for your first mask, so you can start earning more masks. We're not sure which map is going to be active first, but if it's Orgrimmar, you'll want to clear the Valley of Wisdom and Valley of Honor while wearing 1 mask to collect 2 more masks. Also, while wearing a mask, you want to progress to the Broken Tusk and click on this axe here to summon Gamut. Defeat him for 1 of 2 items that will turn into a mask. If Stormwind happens to be the first map, okay, this is very good, but listen up. With 1 mask active, you want to clear Old Town and the Mage Quarter for additional masks. Find the wanted poster just before entering the Mage Quarter and click on it to summon Hogger. Defeat him for another special item similar to what Gammon drops. This is going to turn into another mask. Finally, while wearing 1 mask, you want to find these void speakers surrounding a pedestal. Defeat them and click on the pedestal to easily claim another mask. So what do you get from Visions? This week you don't get too much actually. Depending on the map that opened up, you can start progressing towards obtaining a special purple fell cycle, but for now you're mostly going through the motions and starting to progress further as you earn perks. Eventually, when you complete the talent tree, you'll unlock the cosmetic shop, and once you clear all 5 bosses for the first time, you'll buy some veteran weapons from the nearby vendor. Yes, that's right, veteran, which gives you an idea of how difficult Visions are before ramping up the difficulty with these masks. In the upcoming guides, I'll give more specific information because there could be some last-second changes I don't know about, and you know I love giving tips that are immediately outdated. Moving on, this week brings us the Mythic Dungeon event, which gives additional gear at the end of dungeons, and Hero class gear when completing 4 Mythic or higher dungeons. It might still not count Heroic dungeons like it did way back, so be on the lookout for that. It's also a Spark week for another spot of Myth level crafted gear, and by picking up another Cartel chip quest, you can obtain 1 out of the 3 after defeating raid bosses or clearing Mythic Plus dungeons. Speaking of raids, Renown 13 of the Galagio Rewards Club will score you another 3% increase, bringing us to 12% additional throughput. Warsong Scramble is the PvP brawl, and over in Mythic Plus World, it's a fortified tyrannical week, and the Xalatath affix is Devour. Self-heal or cleanse the thing on you for a snazzy buff, otherwise your key is bricked and you're blacklisted and you'll never go to prom. Last week was quite the treat after learning more about player housing. I'm going to switch gears and put a spotlight on what folks really want to see in housing and how likely it'll actually happen. Stay tuned for that and some caffeine-powered vibes throughout the week. Please like the video, subscribe for more WoW coverage, catch me live, and I'll catch you later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.